There is something alluring and terrifying about the idea of ghosts and hauntings. The idea that the dead can linger in the living world, their spirits trapped between life and death, is a concept that has fascinated and frightened people for centuries. And while many cities claim to have their fair share of spooky stories and haunted locations, there are some that stand out as particularly chilling. From the misty streets of Edinburgh, to the sprawling cemeteries of New Orleans, to the ancient buildings of Rome, these are the 10 most haunted cities in the world. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, the history, architecture, and eerie stories of these cities are sure to send shivers down your spine. Number 10. Rome, Italy. Rome is home to numerous ghostly tales, and it's not difficult to understand why. The entire city is situated above catacombs, and it has witnessed numerous gruesome events such as the execution of Beatrice Cenci. When she was only 22 years old, Beatrice was imprisoned in Castel Sant'Angelo for murdering her abusive husband and eventually executed. Legend has it that on September 11th every year, her ghost walks Sant'Angelo Bridge with her head under her arm. While there are many spooky locations to explore in Rome, none can quite match the museum and crypt of the Capuchins in terms of creepiness. Here, the remains of over 400 monks are arranged decoratively, with chandeliers crafted from limbs and skulls embedded in the walls. A sign on display ominously warns visitors, "What you are we once were, what we are you will become." Number 9. Paris, France. While Paris is renowned for its catacombs, it boasts many other eerie sites. Le Musée des Vampires, for instance, is the sole repository of genuine vampire hunting artifacts in the world. Alternatively, one can take a trip to Rue Chanoines and encounter the spirit of the man who served as the inspiration for Sweeney Todd. This local barber murdered his clients, boiled their corpses, and ultimately served their flesh in pies. The Eiffel Tower, on the other hand, is purportedly haunted by the ghost of a young woman who intended to break up with her boyfriend the same night he planned to propose to her. He popped the question atop the tower, but she refused, leading him to threaten to throw her off. Despite her skepticism, he followed through with his threat after she laughed, and her ghostly presence and laughter are said to persist to this day. Number 8. Edinburgh, Scotland. The capital of Scotland has a harrowing and extensive history, epitomized by the South Bridge Vaults. Originally constructed in the 18th century to accommodate taverns and cobblers, the vaults were abandoned after a devastating flood claimed numerous lives in 1975. They were rediscovered only after homelessness became a capital offense, prompting impoverished individuals to seek shelter there, along with a slew of illicit enterprises, including brothels. The notorious body snatchers Burke and Hare purportedly scoured the vaults for victims to sell to medical schools. Edinburgh Castle is another paranormal hotspot, where supernatural occurrences like music, voices, and footsteps are commonplace. Greyfriars Kirkyard is also believed to be haunted, particularly a section of the cemetery where a poltergeist is said to reside. Visitors to this area have left with unexplained scratches, bruises, and cuts. Number 7. London, England. London is widely regarded as one of the most haunted cities globally, with an abundance of ghostly tales. In 1907, a man encountered a chilling incident while walking along the London Wall when a hand emerged from the wall blocking his path. After turning away for a brief moment, he saw a figure dressed in dark clothes walk directly into the wall and vanish. The Highgate Cemetery is home to another prominent specter, the Highgate Vampire. Once a fashionable burial ground, the cemetery was abandoned in the 1960s, and reports of ghostly encounters, particularly involving the vampire, surfaced. Imagine walking along a dimly lit street beside the cemetery and glimpsing a towering dark figure with glowing red eyes lurking beyond the gates. So many people reported such sightings that a vampire hunt took place in the 1970s, though it proved futile. Number 6. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, founded in 1718, is a city steeped in history and bloodshed. It's no surprise that it's considered one of the most haunted cities in the world. Interestingly, in New Orleans, an allegedly haunted house can actually be more expensive than a regular one. The city is renowned for its connection to voodoo, and the resting place of the voodoo queen, Marie Laveau, is St. Louis Cemetery, known as the most haunted cemetery globally, where she is said to appear on St. John's Eve, June 23rd. The cemetery is also infamous for sightings of ghosts of yellow fever victims and fallen Civil War soldiers. Meanwhile, the mansion of Madame Delphine Lalaurie, located in the French Quarter, is a well-known haunted house. After a fire destroyed parts of the house, a torture chamber was discovered in the attic, where Madame Lalaurie had tortured slaves, performed live experiments on them, and removed their body parts. It's alleged that the spirits of the slaves still haunt the mansion to this day. Number 5. Athens, Ohio. The Athens Lunatic Asylum, also called the Ridges, was built in 1874 and housed the mentally ill, elderly, and rebellious teens. Patients underwent treatments like electric shocks, ice water baths, and lobotomies. The facility includes 2 haunted cemeteries, one of which has a circle of headstones supposedly used for witchcraft. The Ridges is said to be haunted by Margaret Schilling, a patient who disappeared in 1978 and whose outline can still be seen on the ground. Athens, Ohio, has more ghostly sites, including a pentagram-shaped cemetery, a university built on a Native American burial ground, and numerous ghost towns like Mount Nebo. If you're already enjoying the video, then you won't want to miss out on our future releases. By subscribing to our channel, you'll stay up to date with all of our latest content, and you'll also be supporting us to keep creating more videos. Your subscription means a lot to us, and we truly appreciate your support in helping us to grow. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now and become a part of our community. Number 4. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is known as the city built upon its dead, with houses and squares constructed over mass graves dating back to the Revolutionary War. As a result, the city boasts numerous haunted sites. The Lucas Theater, which opened in 1921, closed in 1976 after showing The Exorcist, and reopened in 2001, is one such location. During its restoration, workers reported strange phenomena, such as hearing applause and experiencing the disappearance of tools. Additionally, the Colonial Park Cemetery, which opened in 1750, is reputed to be a site of regular voodoo rituals, with mourners finding remnants from ceremonies before the cemetery began closing at night. Number 3. Estes Park, Colorado. Estes Park in Colorado may not seem extraordinary at first glance, but beware of its numerous haunted hotels if you ever plan to visit. One of them, the Baldpate Inn, is said to be haunted by its founder's ghosts. The Stanley Hotel, known for its stunning view of the Rocky Mountains, is perhaps the most famous haunted hotel in Estes Park. Its paranormal activity helped inspire Stephen King's The Shining. During his visit to the hotel, King claimed to have seen ghostly children in a ballroom party with otherworldly guests. The Stanley opened its doors in 1909 and was Colorado's first hotel with electricity. In 1911, during a thunderstorm, the chambermaid was sent to light gas lights in room 217 after the power went out. The gas leak caused a massive explosion when she entered the room. Despite surviving the explosion, the woman is said to haunt the room to this day. She is said to fold visitors' clothes and put them away. Number 2. Dublin, Ireland. Dublin, an ancient city with its fair share of mysteries and eerie locales, boasts of numerous haunted spots. The famous Hellfire Club, initially built as a hunting lodge for the wealthy, is rumored to have been the site of black masses and animal sacrifices. The remains of a dwarf were discovered buried in a shallow grave outside the club. Additionally, Connolly Station is purportedly haunted by a poltergeist. Kavanagh's Pub, also known as Gravediggers, located beside the Glasnevin Cemetery, is frequented by the ghost of an elderly man in tweed who orders drinks at the bar before disappearing. He is believed to be a former gravedigger. The crypt of St. Mission's Church houses mummified bodies that have been preserved for over 8 centuries, with coffins piled all over and the limbs of the deceased in odd angles. Visitors often report hearing whispers, voices, and feeling cold hands grabbing them. Number 1. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague, known for its stunning architecture and rich history, is also home to a variety of legends and ghosts. The Mad Barber, a tormented soul who wanders the streets at night, is one of the city's most renowned spirits. After losing his wife, he went insane with grief and began attacking people with his razor. He was eventually beaten to death by soldiers. In contrast, the Begging Skeleton is one of Prague's more friendly ghosts. Legend has it that he was once a poor but handsome young man who agreed to sell his skeleton to a medical professor. Unfortunately, he died shortly after in a brawl. His skeleton now roams the streets, asking drunks for money in hopes of buying his freedom. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel to watch more spooky videos.